What's up, guys? So I just got this 53 Ford pickup truck as a gift from my boss, and I already opened it up, but I was so impressed with what's inside that I decided to go ahead and do a video and show you guys. So we're going to do a quick unboxing. I'm going to go over everything that's inside. This box is packed. This probably is the most comprehensive model kit I've ever seen, and it wasn't after doing a little bit of research, it wasn't any more expensive than any other kit. So if you do a lot of custom builds, you're going to end up with a lot of spare parts off of this truck that you're going to be able to apply to other things later on down the line. But let's go ahead and get started and pop it open. Alright, so first things first, here is the cab. We'll go ahead and pop this open and take a quick little look at it. That. All right, so it's a single cab here. There is a little bit of flash along the bottom of the cab, but not too bad. It's actually really nicely detailed, finished off. And if you look on the interior of the fenders, I don't know how well you can see this. I don't have the best camera in the world, but all the wiring and everything, all the interior fender bolts and everything are finished off inside. Pretty cool little detail to that. And then this was something pretty cool too. So this truck comes with 5 tires, and they're all pre-white walled. So there's no tire decals or anything like that. It's built in, which is awesome. I hate jacking with those tire decals. So you do get 5. You even get a spare for underneath the truck. I think there's also an option to mount it on the side of the bed, which is cool too. And then they are metal axles. And there's also some metal clips in here, which I'm not quite sure what those are. I haven't run into those before. But it is metal axles, which is neat. And then, all right, so the options to build this truck are pretty crazy. So just like a standard 3-in-1, you've got 3 build options, obviously. You've got a hot rod version, you have the stock version. Well, you actually have 2 hot rod versions and a stock version. But the differences are crazy. So all of the suspension setups are completely different. A lot of the exterior panels from the hot rod to the stock version are different. Even the mechanics underneath, how the truck looks it's pretty incredible, the detail that they put into this kit. The frame, I like that too. So they detailed in the fuel tank, and I'm not quite sure what that is. Maybe it's a battery box, something like that. I'm not sure. But the frame is really detailed out. All of the bolts running all the way down the frame. You don't normally see stuff like that, so that's cool to see on this truck. It's going to allow a lot of detail to get put into the kit, which is nice. Wheel options. So you do have the standard steel wheel type here. And they are a 3-piece rim, so you have the outer shell, the inner shell, and then you have a chrome dog dish hubcap for the center if you choose. So that's a cool deal. Steering wheel is extremely detailed. I know you can't see on here, but it actually has the Ford logo in the center, which is incredibly small. All of the grooves and everything is in the steering wheel that would have been in the stock one. The detail is pretty cool on that. And then we start getting into some of the accessories that come along with this truck, which just seem to be unending in whichever version you choose. So even for the stock version, you can do an arc welder's truck or mechanic's truck, and it comes with jacks, it comes with grease guns, it comes with oxygen and acetylene tanks and everything to put in the back, the hoses, in order to detail out the truck completely, which is really cool. Like I said, no matter which version you choose to build, you're going to end up with a lot of extra stuff that you can either apply to future builds or do whatever you want with. So, interior of the bed is very nicely detailed. It has all of the wood grain inside. It has the metal railings that secure the wood planks, along with all of their bolts. So, all that being said, this is probably a kit for somebody that's a little bit more experienced. I'm not. I've only built 4 of these things, so We'll see how it turns out. Hopefully it doesn't turn out too bad. Let's see, that's more of the inner wheel pieces there. Get rid of that. Here is the clear parts tree. There's only 5 parts on here. They're actually pretty nice though. Nice and clear, no fogging, no cracks, no scratches, nothing like that. So it looks pretty clean. And then here's your chrome parts tree. Now this is actually what caused me to make the video. I'm not going to build the hot rod version of this truck. I do want to build the stock version. That's pretty much how I do all of my stuff, is as stock as it can be. But in looking at this, it's pretty incredible the amount of work that was put into this. So you have 3 grill options. You have the 2 hot rod grill options, and then the stock grill option. Let me go ahead and get it out of here so you can see it a little better. All right, sorry about that. All right, so you have your 1 hot rod option here, another up here, and your stock version here. There's 2 optional engines to this truck. You have the hot rod engine, and then you have the stock V8. But for the hot rod engine, you have multiple different valve covers here, multiple different oil pans, a bunch of different carburetors, all kinds of engine decorations that you can put on the air filters, multiple different types of side pipes, all kinds of different lights, all kinds of interior pieces, chrome speakers, exterior pieces like these tow mirrors, which I would assume would be for the arc welder's truck, chrome shock absorbers, a long arm interior shifter like you would have seen on a 50s hot rod. Just all kinds of stuff on here. It's pretty crazy. Even some wild airplane style steering wheels there. So pretty cool stuff. So I do like to do a little bit of custom stuff. The next build that I do will I might do a full custom build, and I have a feeling I'm going to be utilizing a lot of this stuff here on that build. So let's take a look at the last little package here. Oh my God. That's not how you open it. All right. Hold on one second. Let's fetch all that crap back up. You can tell I don't edit these things because I don't really give a damn. Here's your oxygen acetylene tanks for the rear of the truck. And there's also a CB radio, a whole bunch of different stuff here. These are more your stock pieces, your radiators, stuff like that. Not quite sure what these guys are here. We'll figure that out later. I'm sure you guys know. And then the firewall is really nicely detailed with all the wiring and everything there. And then this is, again, just the detail on this kit is incredible. So these are the stock fenders, but if you look inside the stock fenders here, I'm going to try and show you as best I can. You've got wrenches and pliers and screwdrivers and hammers and all kinds of things to go into a toolbox that's included in this kit. I mean, really cool stuff. So for a person that really likes to pour detail into their kit, this is probably going to be a good kit for you. So this is the interior pan, it's nicely detailed rubber style mat that they would have had back then. And then an optional hot rod bed cover here. The stock hood, and these look like stock bumpers, so the others must have been the hot rod version. And then last but not least, the decal sheet. So this is another reason why I wanted to make this video. There's a lot of optional decals for this truck. So you've got all of the hot rod style decals. You've got 6 different optional license plates. All of these manufacturer decals, like a truck, a hot rod truck nickname there. Also, your if you do choose to build the Noah's arc welder, it has his information there along with an address to put on the side of the truck. It's really cool stuff. So like I said, no matter which version you choose to build, you're going to end up with a lot of stuff and a lot of parts that you can apply to later builds. That's why I love buying these 3-in-1 kits, just because you end up getting a great kit that's highly customizable, but you also get to transfer a lot of those parts onto future builds. So I do highly recommend this kit. It's no more expensive than a standard kit. I looked it up. They range about 25 bucks, depending on where you go. But like I said, highly recommend it. I'm going to post a video probably here in the next couple days, progress on the build, and then I'll post another when it is completely finished. So far, sorry about me busting the bag all over the place, but if you have any other questions about the kit or any comments, just drop them in the section below, and I'll get to them when I can. But anyways, we'll see you in a little bit with this truck a little bit further along. Thanks a lot.